Hiya, friends. Good morning. I'm watching the snow melt outside my window before my eyes. I am so flustered. Ugh. I don't want it to be blizzarding on Christmas or anything because I am traveling on Christmas Day. But I also would like a little bit of snow on the ground and some cold weather. Excuse me, I'm talking. Excuse me. I really would like, this is why I don't vlog in the morning. I really would like some cold weather before Christmas, and then all the cold weather and snow can just go away after that. I'm still just lazying around, hanging out in my bed with my cat, because that's what we do in the morning. I don't get out of bed unless I absolutely have to, because I like to hang out with this little cuddle bug. I say cuddle bug as she bites me. You're so rude. You're so rude. Everybody likes you because you're cute and cuddly, and then you just bite me. Alright guys, I'm gonna go do my hair and my makeup, and I might go natural today. We'll see. Last time I said that, I put a crap ton of makeup on, so we'll see. We'll see. I'm tired. I need to get some either coffee or hot chocolate. I really like hot chocolate for some reason. I know it doesn't have caffeine, but it still wakes me up. Okay, so let me go get ready, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Yeah. Alright, guys. I'm choking. I'm on my way to work. Let me turn my Christmas tree off. On my way to work, I'm not wearing fake eyelashes today. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? That was from Simply Nailogical, Christine, in case you didn't know. What do you think? What do you think? Anyway, putting my shoes on my way to work. I'll probably take you guys to Walmart with me afterwards, because I have to go to Walmart and get some tape and some Christmas tree hooks. And then I'll come home and probably do some, ooh, sorry, I gotta put my shoe on. Oh, you're falling. And then I'll come home and I'll probably do some Christmassy stuff. Some people, geez Louise, I'm just not feeling the vlogging today. I'm just so you know, ruining everything. Some people were asking me how I got into tarantulas, so I'll probably do a story time on that tonight. While I'm wrapping some Christmas presents. If you guys want to hang out and do that, we'll do that. I also think we're probably gonna bake some Christmas cookies tomorrow, or maybe Saturday. I'm so excited. I love to bake Christmas cookies. Okay, I'm gonna go pack my lunch. Hey guys, so it is the end of the night. I am getting ready to get in the shower and head to bed. So I have my little Bella Bean right here. And I'm going to film a little bit of a story, and then I'm probably gonna head to bed and end the night. So a lot of people were asking me how I got into tarantulas. And I'm going to tell you guys just how that all began. So when I was a kid, I was always obsessed with bugs and frogs and snakes, and I would collect handfuls and handfuls and handfuls of little cellar spiders, like the little daddy long legs, and I was obsessed with them. And so then we moved into a new house, And for some reason this house was infested with snakes. When you would lift up the laundry in the basement, go to put it in the washer, like snakes would fall out. They were only like this big. They were like wee little tiny. They were black snakes, and they had like red and yellow bands on their neck. I don't know what kind of snake it was, but I remember them being, they weren't like aggressive or anything. Like I'd just pick them up and throw them back in the woods outside, and like I loved that. I loved frogs and snakes, and like I loved all the creepy crawlies. And then the older I got, I still always loved frogs, snakes, turtles, stuff like that. But the older I got, I was afraid of bugs. All bugs. Not just spiders, but all bugs. Like I was deathly afraid of them for some reason. And I don't know what changed in my childhood that made me love them to being so afraid of them. I wasn't like bit by anything. Like just for some reason, I just woke up, I guess, and didn't really care for them. So then I was at a fair at one point, and they had the exotic petting zoo where they had like little mini pigs, and they had birds and spiders and snakes and scorpions, and of course they had the tarantula. And you were allowed to hold the tarantula, so I held the tarantula, and I was so happy to hold it. I don't know why. Like, I was dared to hold the tarantula. My friend dared me, so of course I had to. Like, how do you not do it when your friends dare you to do it? Oh, I just dropped my phone. So they're like, oh, like, I bet you won't hold the big spider, and of course you do, because all your friends are picking on you, and so then of course you have to hold it. So I did, I held it, and for some reason I loved it. Like, it was just the coolest experience of my life, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I have to have one. My parents would not let me have one. They were deathly afraid of spiders. They were, no, not gonna have spiders in my house. Well, I used to do modeling. I was a model, and my makeup artist named Roxy, she actually keeps tarantulas as well, and she was doing my makeup the one day, and she was telling me about her spiders and how she had pet tarantulas, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's so cool. I was telling her how, like, I really wanted one, and so she was trying to convince my mom. My mom was still saying no, like, you're not getting any. And because I was young at this time, like, I was probably like 14, 15. So I was still young. And I was so excited one day when my mom told me that she was going to let me have a tarantula. And she said that it was because of all the research that I had been doing and stuff like that, that she just thought that I deserved to have one because I was so excited by these tarantulas that I was doing like research papers and stuff on them, even though I didn't even have one. So she said that she could see my passion, and she could see like how excited I was about them, and so she let me have one. And she told me, it was a Christmas present, and she told me that if anything happened to that one, I was not allowed to get another one, so I had to take care of it, and that it had to be a boy, because if it was a male, then she knew that I wasn't going to end up with spider babies. So we ended up going, we got a male, and I named him Hugo. He was a rose hair, of course, because we went to the local pet store. And I named him Hugo, and he was a mature male because I had done my research, but I also hadn't really looked too much into life expectancy of males versus females. That wasn't really something that I had looked at. I was more looking on like care requirements and like how to give them the best life, not really how long they would live, because that really didn't matter as much to me as making sure that they had the quality of life there. So we brought home Hugo, and about 2 weeks in, he went to flip to molt, and of course, being a mature male, never made it out of molt. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. He never made it out of molt, and of course, that was devastating because my mom had said that if anything happened to him, I was not allowed to get another one, and he was only about 2 weeks in with me, and he had the most perfect setup. Like, I spent well over $100 making sure that he had the most amazing setup possible. I made sure that he had a big tank, and I made sure he had lots of places to hide and lots of moss and a big water dish, and just made sure that he was absolutely happy as could be. He had the best dirt, and I made sure I got like pet-friendly cleaner to clean out his tank. And I knew that I wouldn't have to clean out his tank very often, but when I did, I wanted everything to be perfect because I was so excited. And so after he passed away, my mom realized, we had done the research. We realized that it wasn't anything that I had done, that of course mature males just can't molt past maturity. And so she allowed me to get one more, and that is my tarantula Athena, who I still have, my one rose hair. And so I was allowed to get that one more. And I was so excited. So I got Athena, and she was very nice when I got her. Like, she was okay with being handled and stuff. She's not so much okay with being handled now, but she was. And it was amazing. I was so excited. And so when we got her and everything, brought her home and just put her in, of course, all the things that I had for Hugo. And I cried for probably a good 3 months. I cried every single night because I loved Hugo. He was my best friend. He loved being handled, and I would hold him and he would let me scratch under his foot, and he would just lift up his foot, and it was like a little dog. Like, I absolutely loved it. I really feel like that was the most wonderful experience, and I bonded with this spider more than I have ever bonded with any spider ever. I still don't think any of my spiders that I have now I have ever bonded with, because they just don't seem like they want or care to be around me. But I swear Hugo really did. Like, there was something about this spider that he was very dog-like. And that really is what got me into it. And my parents, of course, said, no more, like, Athena's all you can have. And then they realized, like, I was going to keep going. So then I ended up having a red knee, and then I ended up getting an avicularia, and then I just kept on going and going and going. And now I'm 245, and of course I don't live with my parents anymore, so I have an apartment of my own and can kind of make my own rules. Now, the hard part is, though, that yes, I do live in an apartment by myself, and I do make my own rules and find out how many tarantulas I have, but at the same time, it has to go based off of how much money I have, because living alone, I have a lot of bills to pay and a lot of things that need to spend money on that isn't spiders. But if it were up to me, I would have many, many more. So someday when I move out, me and my boyfriend move in together someday, and, we have a little more money and better jobs and better things than, better financial situations, I will have plenty more tarantulas. But yeah, that's really the story of how I got into tarantulas, and hope you guys liked that little story. I am going to go ahead and go take a shower and end the vlog for the night. Just in case you forget, down in my description box, I do have my P.O. box linked down there in case you guys want to send me any letters or anything. I would love to receive letters from you guys, even if it's just a little handwritten letter, or, drawing of a tarantula or something. I love to receive those little handwritten things. Also have my Facebook, my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my email linked down below. So that way you guys always have a way to stay in contact with me, whether it be physically mailing a letter to me, which if you do, I am going to try my best to handwrite something back to you and send it back. And then anything you send me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, my email, it may take me a while to get back. I do have a lot that I go through. A lot of people do message me every day. So I do have a lot to go through to see what's there. But I will always respond, whether it take me 3 days or a month, and I really do apologize if it takes me longer, but I really do try and get back to everybody. And so yeah, go ahead and like this video, give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it and you want more vlogs before Christmas, and be sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and hit the little bell notification because I plan on doing more live streams soon. I know I said I would do one the other day, but I kind of just was never able to get on. I had some other stuff going on. So if you hit the little bell, the notifications button on YouTube, then it should notify you when I go live, so that way you never miss that, and you can always log on and see where I do try to answer a lot of people's questions, and you get to talk to me one-on-one. And you can see lots of bugs and maybe even Bella. So yeah, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Mwah.